Dear students, thank you very much for joining today's webinar. Can you please first tell me, can you please hear me? Do you hear me?
Yes, of course, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you for passing UCA admission test. And today I'm going to show you how to fill second stage application form. My name is Niso. I am working in admission team. And after the webinar, if you have any questions, I kindly ask you to write your questions in the chat box or raise your hands, and you can give me your questions. Now I will share my screen in order to show you how to fill second stage application form. Give me a second, please. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Great. I guess all of you already got an email from admissions. Everybody who were shortlisted already sent an email about second stage application form. You should get an email with a link and with your user ID. We should click on stage 2 application form, and the application form should be opened. In user, it means username, you should enter your username, and in password, you should enter your password. Everybody, it means all of students, they have their own password. You should enter it and log on. After it, the application opens. Please click on second stage application form and the application form opens. Generally, filling the application form, it's not very difficult, it's very easy. Now I will fill myself and the record will be sent to to all students. You can see if you do not understand how to fill it or you missed the webinar, you can see the record and fill the application form. So when you open the application form, you see it's already the system remembers your first name, your last name, your email, and your application number. It means it's not necessary to fill this part as it's already filled. Then scroll down, and now here the most important parts. In this part, you should add 3 your academic achievements and 3 your extracurricular activities. And now I will explain in details what it means. In academic achievements, you should provide some academic achievements such as Olympiads, debates, high school competition or contests. For example, if you are attending some clubs, some English clubs, math clubs, or book clubs, you can add it in these academic achievements. But before filling it, I kindly ask you just make a draft for yourself in order to understand what kind of achievements you really want to add, because you can add just 3 achievements, no more, that's it. For example, I will show it as a sample. I attended English Olympiad. I added. Now you should write the level of the activity, how it was conducted. It was in a village level or country level, international level. It's up to you. I participated in Village English Olympiad, and therefore I choose first one. Second one, type of activity. It's academic course, competition, or other. If it's competition, please put a tick here. Then we should write the subject of activity. It was English language, science, math, or other. As you see, I participated in English Olympiad, and therefore I choose here English language. And the last one, how did you perform? You were a winner, it means you take a first place, or you were a runner-up, participant, or other. I was as a runner-up, and I choose put a tick here. Then here you should describe, you should write a brief description of your activity. It should be 2,000 characters. If you write less, it's okay. It's upon to you how do you want to describe yourself. You should describe it, and after it, you should click on add achievements. As you see, I added, and my first achievement was added here. Do you see it? Yes, it's here. The second and the third achievements should be done like this. Scroll up. Do you see this part of the application form is empty? Because you can add second or third your achievements, your academic achievements. Please do not mix your academic achievements and your extracurricular achievements. And here also written what kind of achievements you can add here. As I explained before, please add Olympiads, debates, high school competition, and other. So let's go for the second part. If you failed, if you, for example, have one achievement, you can add one. If you have 2 or 3, of course, it's better to think it before filling. Therefore, I'm telling you, please make a draft before filling the second stage application form. Because as you see here below, if you submit it, unfortunately, you cannot change it. Therefore, you make a draft, fill all of your achievements, you can save it, and for example, after 1 or 2 days, if you want to change it, or if you want to add or delete some achievements, you can log in, change it, or delete it, or edit it, then at the end, you can submit it. So let's go down and fill the second part of application. Here, as you see, you should write your extracurricular activities. It means here you should write some of your volunteer achievements. For example, in some social projects, you help somebody. You can also add some household. For example, you help your parents, your brother, or do some, as I explained before, some volunteer work. For example, I will show as a sample. I can add here work as, I can add here work in, work as a work in an orphanage. Here you can add the date when you start. For example, you started March 1st till April 7th. In here, you should write about hours. How many hours per week did you participate? You can write 3. If it was 3, you can write 4 or 5. It's upon to you. So the next one, here, you should write, put a tick about the level of the activity, how it was conducted. It was a village level, country, international, or just other. If you cannot find the answer here, you can put a tick in other. The rest one, type of activity. It was student, parliament, art and culture, sports, or just a volunteer work. As I was a volunteer, I put and choose a volunteering work. And the last one, how was your role? What did you do there? What was your title? You a participant or a team leader or an organizer? Or as I was organizer manager, I put a tick here. And here, as I explained before, you should write a brief description of your activity. How you started, what it gave to you, what was your just accomplishment and other. And at the end, you should add activity. As you see, my activity was also added here. For example, if you want to delete it, you just click on delete and this of your activity will be removed from here. If you want to edit, you should start from the beginning. You should add your activity and fill other lines. If you finished, if you have, of course, 3 activities, please, it's upon to you. You can add 3, you can add 2, you can add 1, or if you did not have anything, you just write NA, that's it. Here, in this line, here is a question. Do you wish to apply to financial aid? You should choose yes. Scroll down, and in a checkbox, you should put tick in a declaration and in a note that you agree with this declaration. And at the end, if you are sure that you will not change anything, you should submit second stage application form. As I explained before, second stage application form to fill it is very easy. It's Does anybody have questions? If you do not have any questions later on, if there are any questions, I kindly ask you to write to our admissions in admissions@ucentralasia.org, or just you can write to our WhatsApp number. I think everybody knows our WhatsApp number. We will be waiting for your questions. Thank you so much. And have a good day, dear students. In the chat box, I will write my WhatsApp number. If you have questions, I will try to answer your questions. Other questions you can send to our email address, to admissions@ucentralasia.org. Thank you very much for your time, for joining today's webinar. Have a good day. Bye-bye.